The Doomsday Couple, the mysterious disappearance of Vallow Daybell's children and the death of Chad Daybell's wife. Have you ever wondered what goes through a child's mind when their own mother betrays and kills them? It's a horror that no child should ever have to endure. But for the two children of Vallow, it was a nightmare they couldn't escape. What was once a picturesque and beloved family quickly turned into a tragic and unimaginable nightmare, leaving those closest to them haunted forever. But this is just the beginning of a chilling and twisted story. As we dig deeper into Lori's life, we uncover a web of deception, greed, and violence that will shock you to your core. It's a story of a murderer who was about to come into the spotlight and the trail of devastation she left in her wake. It's also a story that will leave us questioning what could possibly drive a seemingly kind woman to commit such a heinous crime. Join us as we delve into the life of a woman whose actions have shocked the world. Despite her outward appearance of kindness, there is a darkness lurking beneath the surface that led her down a path of destruction. Welcome to AF Crime, the channel that brings you fascinating crimes all around the world. If you're interested in this kind of content, then this channel is for you. Make sure to like this video, click on the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to keep you updated on our recent uploads. Now, let's delve into the disturbing story of the Doomsday Couple and the tragic fate of their own children. Once upon a time, there was a woman named Vallow Daybell, whose life was plagued by heartbreak and multiple failed marriages. She was born as Lori Noreen Cox in San Bernardino, California in 1973. At a young age, Lori got married to her high school sweetheart, Nelson Yanes. But their love soon turned sour and they divorced. Lori then tied the knot with William Lagiola at age 22 and gave birth to her son, Colby. However, they also parted ways after 2 years of marriage in 1998. In 2001, Lori found love again and married Joseph Anthony Ryan Jr., who legally adopted Colby. They had a beautiful daughter named Tylee in 2002, but their marriage didn't last long either. Joseph filed for divorce in 2004, which was finalized in 2005. However, Lori's life took a darker turn when her brother, Alexander Lamar Alex Cox, attacked Joseph in 2007. Alex claimed that Joseph was abusive to Lori and the children, which led him to taser Joseph and even threatened to murder him. As a consequence, Alex was sentenced to 90 days in jail. On February 24, 2006, Lori tied the knot with Leland Anthony Vallow, also known as Charles Vallow, in Las Vegas. Although they were both members of different religions, Charles converted to Lori's faith, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The couple adopted Joshua Jackson J.J. Vallow, Charles' grandnephew, and moved to Hawaii in late 2014, where they led a peaceful life. However, this peace did not last long as Lori's obsession with Chad Daybell's Standing in Holy Places books began to take over her every thought. In 2018, Lori attended a Preparing a People event with her friend Melanie Gibb and met Chad Daybell for the first time. They were immediately drawn to each other and began a secret relationship, bonded by their belief in past lives and bizarre religious teachings. But when Lori's husband Charles found out about the affair, he filed for divorce, alleging that Lori had threatened to kill him and had drained their joint bank accounts of $35,000. Charles also filed for an order of protection against Lori, fearing for his life. However, the situation would soon take a turn for the worse. On July 11, 2019, Charles was shot and killed by Lori's brother, Alex Cox, who claimed self-defense. The incident was witnessed by both JJ and Tylee, Lori's daughter from a previous marriage. However, Alex passed away on December 12, 2019 due to blood clots and high blood pressure, and this case was later closed. As if the tragedy couldn't get any worse, days after Charles Vallow's untimely death, Vallow Daybell found out that her late husband had changed the beneficiary of his $1 million life insurance policy from her to his sister, Kay Woodcock, who was also the paternal grandmother of JJ. This revelation left Lori in dire straits as she was left with nothing. It was during this time that Lori married Chad, who was recently widowed after his wife Tammy Daybell's sudden passing. The two got married in Hawaii just 2 weeks after Tammy's death. In an attempt to hide her past, Lori told people in Hawaii that Tylee, her daughter from her previous marriage, had passed away in 2017 and that she had no minor children. However, back in Rexburg, things began to unravel when JJ's grandmother, Kay Woodcock, requested a welfare check on JJ on November 26. Lori told police that JJ was in Arizona with a family friend, Melanie Gibb. However, when police attempted to locate JJ, they discovered that she was missing and Tylee was nowhere to be found. To make matters worse, Chad's first wife, Tammy, had been shot in her driveway October 9, 2019, by a masked man with a paintball marker. She reported the incident to the police and on her Facebook profile, but the perpetrator was never found. 10 days later, Tammy was found dead in her home, reportedly from natural causes. Chad claimed that she had returned the night before with a terrible cough and died in her sleep. As the investigation into the children's disappearance intensified, evidence began to mount against Lori and Chad. Surveillance footage showed the pair moving items in and out of a storage locker rented by Lori in October 2019. Inside the locker, authorities discovered items belonging to or associated with Tylee and JJ, such as clothing, bikes, and photographs. In December 2019 to January 2020, Rexburg Police, the Fremont County Sheriff's Office, and the FBI intensified the investigation into the disappearance of the two children, as well as the investigation into Tammy's death. Tammy's body was exhumed for autopsy, and evidence continued to build against Lori and Chad. On February 20, 2020, Lori was arrested by the Kyle Police Department in Princeville, Hawaii, and charged with multiple crimes, including 2 felony counts of desertion and non-supportive dependent children. She was later held on $5 million bail, which was later reduced to $1 million. But the most shocking discovery came on June 9, 2020, when police found human remains buried in Chad's backyard pet cemetery. Chad was arrested and charged with obstruction or concealment of evidence, and later with felony murder. 2 of the charges against Lori were dropped, but she was charged with obstruction or concealment of evidence in relation to the children's remains. The Woodcock and Ryan families confirmed that their remains were those of Tylee and JJ, ending their months-long search. The investigation shifted to determining the circumstances surrounding the children's deaths, and the shocking revelations continued to unfold. Documents revealed that Lori and Chad believed the children were possessed and had become zombies. In a shocking true crime case, Lori Vallow Daybell and her new husband, Chad Daybell, have pleaded not guilty to a slew of charges, including murder, conspiracy, and grand theft, in connection with the deaths of Lori's 2 children, 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow and 16-year-old Tylee Ryan, as well as Chad's late wife, Tammy Daybell, who died in October 2019. But despite the severity of the charges against them, Vallow and Daybell's attorneys are arguing that the death penalty should be taken off the table in her case due to the sheer volume of evidence that they have yet to review. Prosecutors have been seeking the death penalty for both defendants, but the defense team is pushing back. The couple appeared in court together for the first time in months, facing a hearing to determine several issues, including a new trial date, which has been set for April 3, 2023. However, proceedings against Vallow have been paused twice due to questions about her mental competence, and the most recent stay was lifted in mid-November. At the hearing, both sides disagreed on the timeline for the trial. Vallow's attorneys pushed for a start date of February 21st, but nothing later than October, warning that anything beyond that would violate his client's right to a speedy trial. On the other hand, Daybell's attorney requested that the trial begin no earlier than October 2023, citing the complexity of the case and the large amount of evidence that still needs to be reviewed. This case raises many questions, including how a mother could be involved in the murder of her own children without any apparent remorse. What do you think? Should both defendants be given the death penalty? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Also, be sure to stay tuned for more riveting true crime videos. AF Crime strives to bring you more such cases, so if you are interested, do subscribe to our channel, where we bring you multiple videos per week. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to receive notification whenever we publish a new video. Till the next case, and thanks for watching.